Hey everybody, my name is Trey and I am a terrible collector. This has been something that's been really important to me for a long time, and I've been thinking about different ways to do it, and I thought the best way to do it would be to record it all and put it out there for the internet to see and see if anybody had the same kind of interests I did. In 1991, I was 6 years old. 7 years old, maybe. And at that point, I was already a huge collector of action figures. I had He-Man, G.I. Joes, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, but there was a new toy on the shelf, something I had never seen before, and it really grabbed my attention. It was the Toy Biz X-Men toy series. These characters were unique. They were all different. They all seemed to have incredible powers and incredible stories written on the backs of their cards, and I was hooked. I was eventually drawn into the comics as well, and the cartoon series came out the year after that, and it really opened up the universe for me. But it all started with me looking at a shelf and seeing a small action figure with claws coming out of his hands and a brown and yellow unitard. And today, we're going to go through some of these early toys, and we're going to start a journey ripping them all open. The first one we're going to open is Wolverine. A little bit about the series itself before we dig into this particular action figure. The first run had a collection of 6 mutant heroes and 3 evil mutants. The heroes were Wolverine, Storm, Archangel, Nightcrawler, Cyclops, and Colossus. And the evil mutants were Juggernaut, Magneto, and Apocalypse. Now, the quality and the accessories and the powers that these figures had varied wildly. Some had tons of points of articulation, while some were pretty immovable. As the series progressed and as they got more consistent, they really started to branch out and do some new things. But this first run had some really incredible stuff to it. My particular favorite out of this run is Wolverine, and he's been a very important character for me for a long time. Now, most people know Wolverine. He is the hands down most popular member of the X-Men. He's been in movies played by Hugh Jackman, the star of multiple cartoons, and he's frequently the face of the franchise. But he initially appeared in an Incredible Hulk comic as an adversary to the Hulk and the Wendigo. All right. Without further ado, the desecration of a 30-year-old toy. Kind of hard to do one-handed. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. The tape has kind of discolored the sword a little bit here. Other than that, that is pristine. And here we have him in all his unboxed glory, the Wolverine. This particular action figure boasts 7 points of articulation. Both knees bend. He bends at the hips. No flex in the elbow because he's got the spring-loaded claws in each arm, but he does bend at the shoulder. And his head, well, his head allegedly turns, but it hasn't moved in 50 years, so it's probably stuck on there. Pretty good. Oh, there we go. A little bit. The claws both spring up into his arms and release with it quick, which is a really cool feature. A lot of the X-Men toys, you'll see as we go through the rest, came with swords and guns, regardless of how that made sense for the character. Wolverine did have some samurai background, so his at least makes a little sense, but for a guy with 6 blades, an extra blade doesn't seem to be all that beneficial. He also came with, in what, my opinion, the coolest accessory, a detachable mask. There you go. It looks pretty cool with that on. But it also functions as a ring. And that probably fit me when I was 7, but not so much anymore. There we go. Each one of these initial toys came with a trading card, and I thought it would be kind of cool to share a unique fact about whichever card came in these toys. This particular one does have the Wolverine, and something I wanted to share is when Wolverine was initially conceived, he was actually a hyper mutated Wolverine, not a human mutant. So that's pretty wacky. And there you have it, the 1991 Toy Biz Series 1 Wolverine from the Uncanny X-Men. Thank you guys so much for joining me while I did this. This has been something that I wanted to do for a long time. If this is something that interests you, drop me a like, subscribe. If it's something that infuriates you because you see me opening priceless relics and you wish I'd just leave them in the box, subscribe too. You can get your jollies watching me tear these things open. If you're interested, check in next week. We will be opening up a couple of new figures. We'll be opening up Apocalypse and Nightcrawler. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.